Hello and welcome to Muazo.co.uk. Today is a double whammy for Whisky Wednesdays. Try saying that quickly. If you haven't already seen the earlier Whisky Wednesday video in relation to Drinks by the Dram advent calendars, I encourage you to go and check it out. You might find something there that you want to try out, or has kind of like whetted your appetite or got your curiosity buzzing. On the other hand, I really wanted to actually do a tasting, so I thought, why not make it a double, not only in a drink, but also in videos, and go through the process of discovering this 10-year straight rye by a WhistlePig. Let's just pause for a moment. I love this whiskey. If you haven't tried rye whiskey before, I would encourage you to try WhistlePig 10-year 100% straight rye 100 proof whiskey. The waves WhistlePig made in the market when they launched and the story behind how they got to where they are is basically legendary. And just to give you a quick rundown, essentially what they did, master distillers, really intelligent, super experienced human beings, discovered a whole batch of whiskey up in Canada. I believe it was just lying dormant and neglected and was basically not doing anything. They brought that down to Vermont in the United States and then started tinkering with it with local ingredients. An abundance of rye growing locally, they've taken that ingredient, and rather than going down the American bourbon kind of sweet route, they've managed to harness the characteristics of rye, which tends to be a bit more spicy and maybe a bit more nutty, depending on your take on it. And what they've managed to do is come up with this glorious amber, kind of like amber hay coloured liquid. I'll give you a quick look. Take a look at this. And if you haven't already seen this before, it's a beautiful custom bottle, and this is the 10-year-old. I'll put a link below to the website where I'll be adding more information about how WhistlePig came about and all the kind of like specifics, but all I can say right now that I'm really looking forward to tasting this and going through that journey with you, especially when I first came across WhistlePig many years ago and I discovered it and I was like, damn, where have you been? But like many things, good things come to those who wait, or even good things come to those who look for them. And that's why Muazo exists. The whole idea behind Muazo is for me to discover products that I believe should be spoken about and basically presented for your consideration. Like I always say, try something different, try something new. If you haven't taken that leap, take that leap. Take that leap with me today. I'm not gonna mess about with this one. I'm not gonna mix ice. I'm not gonna mix water. That's for you to do and discover. What I am gonna do is pour myself a nice dram, which I've done in my beloved Così Tablini spirit glass, also known as a shot glass. Look at that beauty, I love it. Really nice colour, wonderful smell. It's definitely spicy. It's got a bit of an edge to it. Gets a bit warm. On the end of that, on the end of the nose, it gets a bit sweet. You can taste that sweetness coming through. But I am expecting this to be very spicy. And by the way, side note, if you've noticed this thing growing on my top lip, yes, I've had a few emails about this. I have started my tash growing. As you know, I always start growing it in October. It's just become a habit. So this rascal will become a little bit more naughty as more videos are published. So you can join me on that journey if you like. Back to the whiskey. Now, how to describe it? I don't know. It's like honey, spicy. Is allspice the right word? I don't know. It's like clove and aniseed. I'm expecting this to be warm yet sweet with a touch of kind of like pepperness on the end. Let's just dive in there and give it a go. So how I was taught how to drink some like this, and I'm not sure if you would agree, but what I tend to do is I tend to empty my lungs. So essentially, take a deep breath, get that oxygen into the system, get it out, and let's take a sip. Ooh, definitely one to be enjoyed slowly. Super spicy. And when you do take that inhale, the flavors that pop through, and I would encourage you to inhale slowly at that point. Just warms you up. You can feel it on the tips of your ears, on the back of your neck, and going down slowly. It's not uncomfortable. You know what's interesting? If this was a Fragrance Friday, I would basically be saying this tastes like autumn. It tastes like, or smells like autumn. This is like autumn leaves, bonfires, mixed with cold yet clear afternoons. Just pure comfort in this whiskey. It's just sweet. It's not sweet. Like, do you remember when we had that first episode when we were looking at Port Escague and it was very sweet? It's in comparison to this, it's definitely, if you're looking at something that's 100 proof, that's on the sweeter side. This is 100 proof. It's definitely on the spicy side. So this is spicy. It's warm. It's peppery. Like black pepper. And actually what's funny, and I might be being really specific here, but if you've ever had a Lindy pepper before, it's black pepper, but it's like long and straight. And if you can try that, at first it's kind of like sweet, but thereafter it warms up really quickly and it gives you massive amount of flavor. This is like that. I could just sit here, just keep drinking this. Sorry if I just go quiet for a moment. I do love drinking out of these glasses. They're crystal, made in Italy, and completely handmade from pewter. Let me just show you this quickly. I've seen these, they're called match marks on them. It's almost like a hallmark. I love that bit of character. I'm not sure what more to say other than I would encourage you to try this. There's a lot more I can talk about, but if there is a whiskey that you spot in a bar and it's one of those days where you're feeling a little bit adventurous, or if you're on a date and you want to impress someone and you see WhistlePig sitting on a bar and it's maybe going to be a little bit up on the premium shelf, you can take a look, and rather than ordering your regular something and Coke or something and lemonade or whatever, you can just take a look, have a moment, and maybe go, you know what? Can I take a look at that 10-year-old straight rye, please? And the barman will be like, what? You're actually interested rather than going for the norm? Well, you can go, yeah, I want to try that 10-year-old straight rye by WhistlePig. Did you know it's all made 100% on the WhistlePig farm? I want to give that a go. I'm expecting it to be warm and spicy. I'm expecting to taste aniseed. What do you think? That is a conversation that you can have, and that is the purpose of Whisky Wednesdays. Woo! Before I get carried away, Thank you for tuning in. I hope this brought you some value. And I would encourage you to check it out on Muazo. Available, free delivery in the UK. We also deliver internationally. And don't forget to subscribe. The more you subscribe, the more encouragement I get to make more videos. And the more we get to meet and talk and exchange ideas. Leave comments below. What's your input? Have you had WhistlePig straight? 10 euros straight, right? Whiskey. What are your thoughts? What kind of notes did you get? Did you get the aniseed? Did you get the allspice? Did you get the pepper? The kind of like spicy side of the rye? Do you like that? Have you tried? Have you never thought about it? Or have you been curious about it and never really taken that leap? Whatever. Let's have that conversation. Leave your comments below. Hit the subscribe button. I don't mind if you don't hit the bell button. It doesn't bother me. I just would love it if you subscribed. Fuzzy feeling without the alcohol is a wonderful feeling to have. And I get that when you hit the subscribe button. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful week ahead, and weekend. And I'll see you on Friday for Fragrance Friday. Happy drinking, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.